In this video, I'm showing you the portrait drawing procedure in Graphite. First, let me explain the tools. I'm using 2B pencils to start and 4B pencils to give contrast towards the end. For dark tones, you may go up to 8B or 10B pencil if you have one. I wouldn't use anything lighter than H because they are extremely hard and they could be creating creases on paper. The preliminary lines should be done lightly. Lines should be so light like you can hardly see. Imagine yourself holding a sewing needle on a balloon and draw lines without popping it. That's how light the pressure should be when drawing the construction lines. Draw the axis and gradually construct the head shape starting from the center of the face. You could start from the contour of the face, but it usually is easier to start from the center of the face like eyes and eyebrow. Nose and mouth should also be aligned to the vertical axis. Pay close attention to how close or far they are from the eyes and the contour. Let's continue to refine the shapes lightly and gradually. It is not necessary to go dark on the lines at this point, so keep the lines light until the facial proportion is accurate. Once all the facial features are drawn in, it is time to push the contrast. Graphite is not a dark medium, so you won't be able to achieve full contrast like charcoal drawings. You, however, still can go fairly dark with 4B or darker pencil, so let's go ahead and gradually go darker. At this point, I still am refining the shapes like eyes, nose, and mouth. Let's make sure to retain the softness of the round forms such as nose and cheek. I often use a piece of tissue paper to soften the graphite tones. Wrap a piece of tissue around one of your fingers and soften the tones in circular motion. Most of the uneven tones and rough cross-hatching will disappear with the tissue technique. This is a useful technique, but you do not want to soften the detail areas like eyes and mouth. Limit the use of tissue only to the large areas and never overdo this technique. If you continuously soften the drawing with tissue, everything gets blurry and you will end up having a lot of gray haze over your work. It is a useful technique, but please be selective. My drawing is gradually coming to a complete. Let's squint at the drawing and check the values. Make sure all foam shadows are treated softly and cast shadows are having nice crisp edges. Pay close attention to the local colors such as eye and hair colors. Highlights and sheen should also be watched when drawing eyes and hair. Step back at your work once in a while to check if all are in good shape and tone. Things you may not usually see when you're drawing can come visible when you see your work from far away. Let's go ahead and continue to refine the drawing. Be patient and continue to seek for improvements. Practice makes perfect.